Hello everyone, for today's video I have a full Android themed moveset. Now I know a lot of you have suggested this moveset, but the comment I decided to pick was from Amber. Again, I know I've picked this person before in the past, but it was just the first one I saw when I was looking for it, so there you go. If you have any moveset themed suggestions for yourself, please do leave them in the comments and the best ones will be used for future videos. But please do take a quick look at the playlist, which you can find at the top of the description and in the pinned comment. And of course, if you do enjoy these videos, please leave a like. So for our supers, we've got Android Kick, Hyper Drain, Android Rush and Flash Bomber. Hail's Flash as our first ultimate, which is the best ultimate in the game, no sarcasm, and Super Electric Strike. They didn't mention a transformation, so I just decided to make things a bit more interesting and to leave it. But for evasive, we have Energy Field. Now I think it's Android Kick. I did use it a few times, but what I found with it was that the range is very strange in my opinion, and you'll see what I mean as we go through the fights and when I use it, because you can't use it, if I remember correctly, you can't use it when you're right next to your opponent. You have to take a few steps back before you use it. So again, in my opinion, I just found this very awkward to use. I believe I did hit it a few times, but again, like, I'm not going to be using this as my main attack in this moveset. So I will be using Hyper Drain to combo into Super Electric Strike, because Hail's Flash is terrible. It's never going to hit anyone. Even if they have their stamina broken, I don't even think it'll connect that way. Flash Bomber is a very flashy looking attack. I do actually really like how it looks. But for it to hit your opponents, they need to have pretty much no stamina or have their guard broken. Android Rush, I mean, I've not really got anything to say about that. It's a decent super attack, I guess. It's a decent strike attack. You can use it to finish up a nice combo. So, with that being said, let's get into the first fight. Going into the first fight, my opponent picks two ultimate attacks that you rarely see online now. Spirit Ball and the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack. Spirit Ball was used quite a lot in Xenoverse 1, but you never really saw Super Ghost Kamikaze being used, and that's because it's just too slow, it really is. He does use it in this fight and I punish him for it. Something I've noticed about this guy, and a lot of other people have been doing this lately as well, is as soon as I would vanish, he would also vanish if he had enough stamina to do so. And I'm guessing it's because they may be new players and I'm still getting used to the game, I don't know. But I did break his stamina a little while ago. Just as it recharges, he sends me flying down and he goes for Super Saiyan 3. I was thinking if I could hit him with the homing dash when he used Super Saiyan 3, but I decided against it because I just don't think it would have hit him. But as he goes for the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, I do break his guard. I use the triangle stamina break here to send him flying down. Then I hit him with Flash Bomber and it's barely doing any damage to him. Again, it's a very flashy attack, but it's terrible to use, I'll be fair. Now here in a moment, he's going to hit me with the Gatling gun, and then almost immediately after, he's going to use the Warp Gatling gun. The first hit does connect, but here I go for the Android Rush, thinking it would rush into him, but it doesn't. Like, I just stand still when I'm using it. I must have got that confused with a different attack, I can't remember, but most of it did hit him. So I'm thinking here, well, I've got low stamina, I know when he's going to vanish. Do I go for a stamina reset? I'm thinking, well, I don't need to. I've got Hyper Drain, so I can just drain some of his stamina that way. And because you can see I'm just perfect blocking him, I've broken his guard now for the third time in the match. I sent him flying down here and I go for Hail's Flash. I'm thinking, well, okay, it's completely missed him. I probably shouldn't use that at all now because it's terrible, which that is a shame because it's one of those attacks that look very cool, but it's just it's just terrible to use. So here I send him flying away and hit him with the Super Electric Strike. Some of it did hit him, but not too much. I mean, it did stagger him, so I guess I can use that to my advantage. I used the Android Kick here thinking it would hit him. Of course it misses, of course it does. So I guess him in a throw here, and now he's got pretty much no health. I did want to finish him off with a Flash Bomber, but he just moves out of the way and he doesn't track him. But now I don't have any stamina to vanish or use my evasive as he's hitting me. I mean, now he's sent me flying away, so now I can. In a moment, I go for the Energy Field thinking that will do damage to him, but it doesn't. Now I'm thinking, okay, stop playing flashy, finish him off because I do have low health, low stamina and low ki. So I do need to finish him off because if I'm really unlucky here, he could beat me. Like you just saw it there, he did like a really small combo on me, but because he's Super Saiyan 3 and gets the Zenkai boost, you know, he's going to do a lot of damage. I hit him there for the Android Kick, doesn't do anything. Perfect block him to break his guard for the fourth time. Then I just hit him once, and thankfully that'll be enough to finish that guy off. I did get a bit cocky towards the end there, but with that being said, let's move on to the second battle. So in this fight, I'm fighting Hit's Awoken form. My first priority here is to drain his stamina because Hit has a lot of it for a cast character. I get the perfect block off there, which drains 1 bar. He vanishes, which drains 2 additional bars, and I went for the hyper drain, and he vanished out of that, which was probably a good choice, but he still wasted 2 more bars. So right now, I've pretty much drained his stamina. Like, he's got none left now. I go for the hyper drain here, and I go for the super electric strike straight after because I know that will hit him, and it does, no pun intended. I know for a fact he's going to vanish when he gets 2 bars of stamina back because I'm doing a lot of damage on him, so it would make sense for him to vanish when he gets 2 bars. Right there, as soon as he had 2 more bars recovered, I knew he was going to vanish, so I just stopped attacking him, and to prove my theory right, he did vanish. I got a perfect block up as you saw, which broke his guard. And I do think he's starting to panic now because, I mean, he goes for pure progress here, right in front of me. Never do that because, as you saw, I had more than enough time to break his guard. So I did break his stamina twice within the course of the first minute of the fight. And as you can see, I have way more stamina than he does. Well, I mean, granted, his stamina has been recharged now, but I do know that he's going to vanish very predictably, and as you saw, he goes for the back hit like pretty much every single time you vanish. But with that being said, he did break my guard here, and I was thinking, oh damn it, okay. But then he went for the Molotov, but now I just have more than enough time to get my stamina fully recharged. He does do a tiny bit of damage, but now I'm laughing because I've got more health, more ki, and more stamina than he does. So for all intents and purposes, I've won at this point. He vanishes, and I predict it before he even does it, and I hit him with the android kick, and I believe that's the only time in this video it actually hits. So, I mean, it does look very nice, but again, I just find it very awkward to use. He's just standing completely still. He's probably given up at this point. Well, I was thinking he's given up, but he didn't. He went for the flash skewer, but I just had more than enough time to set up the flash bomber again, so that's going to be enough to put that guy away. I think it's worth mentioning as we finish off that fight that this guy's biggest problem was that he was just way too predictable. If he maybe changed up his vanishing patterns and maybe some of his attack patterns as well to make me vanish, then I really do think that would have helped him in the long run. And he probably would have benefited a bit more if he knew how to play as Hit. That's not necessarily a knock towards him, but I mean, Hit has the backbreaker time skip, which is a very good attack, and I don't believe he used it once in that fight. Like, he could have easily made me vanish and then hit me with the backbreaker, but like I've just said, he didn't use it once, which is a bit of a shame. As we go into the third fight for this video, it is a bit laggy, but because of that, I thought some of the things that happened was kind of funny. So right here, he goes for Super Saiyan 1, and immediately after, he went for the Karkin Assault, and for a split second, like, it really was just a split second, I thought he was using a new attack that was in the game, a Super Karkin attack, but no, again, it's Super Saiyan 1 with Karkin Assault. Like, it was a split second thing, and I don't know, it's just funny. Let's move on. But because the fight is a bit laggy, I mean, right there, I went for the Android Rush, and you just saw what happened. But he does have the Kaioken times 20 Kamehameha as one of his ultimates. So this is just too funny. He went for the throw, and then like 2 seconds after, it actually connects, but yeah. But like I just said, he's got the Kaioken times 20 Kamehameha, and because this fight is laggy, I don't think that would hit me at all. I used my evasive here, and my intention was to go for a stamina reset, but he caught me, so like, just in general, that's something you do need to be careful with if you plan to use your evasive to then get a stamina reset. You just need to be very careful. He does also have the Chain Barrage Destructo disc, so again, because this is a very laggy fight, I need to break his guard immediately when he uses it, probably by using the homing dash or by using the heavy smash if I'm right next to him, because if he does indeed manage to fire them off and I evade them by either vanishing, step vanishing, or just like dashing, I could still be hit with them and take damage because, again, the lag. So if I can just prevent him from firing them in the first place, that will really help me, and I think because of the situation of this match, that would just be the best course of action to take. So now I go for a successful stamina reset because he went for the meteor crash. Now granted, he will do a combo on me, but I'm not too worried because, I mean, in a moment I'll have my stamina recharged, and because I have flashing red health now, I'll get the damage boost, the Zenkai. I mean, it would really help me here if I did have any transformation, especially Super Saiyan, because right now I've just got 5 bars of ki. I could use Super Saiyan 3, and I mean, the damage I'll do to him would be really beneficial here. I break his guard here thinking, well, I might be able to finish him off here, but again, I do get a bit carried away. I go for the Flash Bomber. I don't know why, I already knew I just knew he wouldn't reach that far. I used Hell's Flash here, and my intention was for that to beat him because, like, it is laggy, and I was expecting it to fire back up, but it didn't because we're in the sky map. But I used it in the slim chance that it would fire back up and the lag would have just caught him in it, but it didn't, so that does suck. And as you saw, I finished him off with a flash bomber. So thank you guys for watching the video. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.